Eminem gang. Alright, y'all. Eminem gang back in the building. It's your boy Manny Guapo. It's the Queen, Mon'a Monroe. Babe, I'm really hyped for this video, so you go ahead and tell them what this is.
We are doing Mortal Kombat 11
character reveal. And this is not just one character, not just two characters that you don't know about. This is all other characters.
You gotta be kidding me.
And we want to thank you for everybody that helped us get to 100 views on our last reaction video on the Soldier Boy Famous Dex Instagram beef. We gonna try to get this one to 200, y'all. Let's share. That's all we're asking, you know what I'm saying? Share, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Heard what the sound effects. We're really hyped about this because, like, you know, we've been waiting for another Mortal Kombat game, and before we get into this, we just want to say all disclaimers goes to the people who developed the game. So it's NetherRealm Studio. Actual person who has this video, I think it's the Game Zombie, and so we're just reacting off his video. So without anything else being said, let's go ahead and get to this video. Real hype for it. Let's go.
What's going on, YouTube? It's the Game Zombie here with an all-new video on Mortal Kombat 11. So, we're only a few months away from MK11's official release, and probably the biggest talking point is who is going to make the roster, who's going to be left out, who's coming back, and who is going to be part of the DLC. And I am here today to give you guys the official base
I really hope Quan Chi is in this.
That's right, every single one of the 25 characters that will be at launch, I will be revealing to you guys. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, bullshit, he's lying, this is clickbait, whatever you guys want to say. But the proof is in the pudding, man. I've already done this years ago before MKX dropped. I leaked the entire base roster and was 100% correct, despite so many people telling me I was lying and that I was full of shit and I didn't know what I was talking about, and yet nobody was around after the game launched to say anything. You guys can go back and check that video out for yourself.
He did guess every single character right on Mortal Kombat X, though.
From lying. I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it for sales. I'm doing it because I have love for you guys. I care about you guys, and I know that you guys are interested just as much as I was to the roster. And so, to show my love and appreciation for all you guys, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. Trust me. This could mess up my professional relationships with other companies. It could hurt my relationship with NRS. It's not something to be taken lightly, but I'm doing it because I care. So with that being said, a lot of people are going to be questioning my source.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to question his source.
It's really not important who it is or what it is anyways, because all you guys should care about is that you're getting the information, that it's legit, and that I'm willing to share it. But I'm sure people will be upset because that's just the time that we live in. People always need to piss and moan about something.
Yeah,
but regardless, I truly am very thankful that I have access to this information, and I'm more than happy to share it with you guys. And I truly do appreciate the ones that are grateful. It's people like you that I do this stuff for, and I truly appreciate it. And so here I am sharing that information with you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate
so with that
you, brother,
being said,
for this
let's get right into it.
I really been itching to know who's on this game, y'all.
This game is
like, I'm not
even
looking up at y'all when I'm talking.
Time travel, multiple timelines, time shifts, and based on the roster that I have, it really looks like the game is going to be heavily focusing on the first two games, because it seems like we're getting a lot of characters from the first two main Mortal Kombat games. I'm pretty sure that the story is going to span from MK1 all the way to MKX. I don't know why the roster is so heavily influenced by the first two games, but it is, so keep that in mind when I'm going through this list. As a disclaimer, I just want to let you guys know that this is a little different. When I did my MKX video, it was very straightforward. The information I was given was very direct. This time, though, I've been told that there has been a lot of precautions taken by NRS due to these massive leaks that keep happening, both internal and external. They've been giving employees random information in an attempt to see if it shows up on the street so they can kind of trace and narrow down leakers. So there might be a couple of things that are reflected by that information in this list, and I'll go over it when I get to it, so just keep that in mind. So first off, we are getting mocap. Yeah, fucking right. Nah, man, just playing. So we already know we're getting Garrus, Raiden, Scarlet, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Baraka, Sonya Blade, and as a pre-order bonus, we're getting Shao Kahn. I'm going to leave Shao Kahn off because he wasn't included in the main roster screen, so I'll leave that for later. So we've seen officially 7 characters on the character select screen, 8 if you include Shao Kahn, which we have not seen officially on the screen, but we know we're getting.
Yeah, that's Sub-Zero. Oh my god.
So now let's get into the characters that haven't officially been revealed. First off, we have Liu Kang. We saw him in the cinematic trailer. It wouldn't be a Mortal Kombat game without it. Probably one of the biggest and strongest defenders of Earthrealm. We have Liu Kang. Next, we have one of those characters that I was talking about just a second ago, about how information was kind of given, but that didn't really make sense. I was told that Kung Lao was not going to be playable in MK11, but we saw him clear as day in the trailer fighting his Revenant self. And even Ed Boon had discussed in an interview how it's cool to see so many of these old characters fight newer versions of themselves. A lot of people disagree with me, though. And so I'm putting him on this list, but I was told he was not going to be playable in-game. But based on what I've seen in the cinematic trailer, that could have easily changed because the information I got isn't super recent. And so I'm putting him on this list, but if he just so happens to not make the base roster, that's why. Next, we have Cassie Cage. We briefly saw Cassie Cage in the cinematic trailer. Probably the favorite out of all the combat kids. She is confirmed to be in MK11. And then next, we have Kronika. Now, I know a lot of people have been speculating whether or not Kronika is going to be playable, but just like Shinnok was in MKX, Kronika will indeed be playable, and is it confirmed to be in the base roster of MK11. Next, we have Rain, probably everybody's favorite DLC from MK9. This purple ninja really grew in popularity since then and has been a highly requested character. A lot of people were disappointed he was not in MKX, but rest assured he will be in MK11.
Oh man, that's
next, we have Cabal. We briefly saw a teaser of Cabal running by the screen during the presentation on stage at MK11 Day. I'm sure that he will be probably confirmed in the next Combat Cast, but I'm here to tell you that he will indeed be in the base roster. Next, we have Shao Kahn. We already know that he's going to be in the game. He is a pre-order bonus. He is, in fact, taking up one of the main slots. He's not getting a special slot off to the side. He will fill one of the ones that we see on screen.
Remember, pre-order one of the this game if you want to get Shao Kahn, y'all.
Next, we have Kano. We saw him in the background serving drinks and handing it up at the bar. You can't have Sonya Blade without Kano. Next, we have Kitana. We briefly saw her during a cinematic next to Liu Kang, and we actually see Cassie Cage speaking to her off screen during the cinematic trailer. So Kitana confirmed. Next, we have Johnny Cage, who we saw several times in the cinematic reveal trailer. We also saw him on the monitor, and I think it would be really weird to have Cassie Cage and Sonya Blade and Kano without Johnny Cage.
I'm actually nice with Johnny on MKX.
Next, we have Jade, another one of those MK9 characters that people were clamoring for in MKX but didn't make it. So fear not, Jade will be in MK11. Another highly requested character from MK9, Noob Saibot. I'm honestly really interested to see how this character looks in MK11. Probably going to be spending a lot of time with him. The original OG Sub-Zero will be making his return. Next up, we have everybody's favorite Metal Arms Special Forces, Jackson Briggs, and thank God, because I really want that Terry Crews DLC skin.
You know they gotta give us like 1 or 2 black characters
in MK11, because how are you gonna have Special Forces without Jax? Next, and probably the most random and surprising character to make this list, I still don't agree with this decision. I don't know why she's in it, but she is Jackie Briggs, daughter of Jackson Briggs, and super obnoxious spamming combat kid is making a return in MK11. I don't know why this decision was made or who made that decision, but I hate you. I don't know why you're doing this to us. Next, we have Kotal Khan, and with the recent information given that Shao Kahn is going to be part of the story in MK11, I'm sure that part of that is going to be him dethroning Kotal Khan and hopefully using his hammer to smash his head in. Next, and another really surprising character that I did not see coming is Fujin, the Wind God. I really don't understand
Fujin's
how this
on here.
random
Okay,
character got
the
on the
Wind
base
God.
roster. Maybe DLC, but really surprising that he made the base. I know that he played a role, obviously, in the beginning of the MKX story, but it's still really surprising to see this guy on the base roster. I know that there was a high demand for him, but I really just feel like he should have been DLC. Next, we
Like
have
a download
probably my
character.
favorite of this list, Shang Tsung. Like I said, there's going to be a
Okay.
lot of time travel, and they're really focusing on the early parts of Mortal Kombat. And with focus on the earlier games, you really can't have this roster
Time travel
without
in
Shang
Mortal
Tsung,
Kombat
him
is
being
always
the
a
original
favorite
big
subject for
bad
me.
and all. But I'm really glad to see that he made the roster, and I'm really looking forward to his moveset. I hope they don't nerf him too bad, and he can still, you know, change into different characters and whatnot. And then finally, this last character who sounds like a joke, you guys. I'm still having a hard time believing this. It just sounds so ridiculous. We're getting a character called the Collector.
The Collector.
With a K. That's right, you guys heard it right. The Collector with a K. Or Collector. It just sounds so ridiculous, so unbelievable. Every time it comes out of my mouth, I just feel like an idiot saying it.
How much you
Kind of
wanna
like
bet
how
he
I
can
felt when I
mimic
heard there was
anybody's
going to be
moves, though?
a female character named Chronica,
She's gonna be
honestly.
like a
But
Moku Jin
this
from
guy, I
Tekken,
mean, he
I'm
doesn't even
thinking.
have a name. It's just a title. The Collector. I mean, have we
Look at
ever
that.
gotten a character like that in Mortal Kombat? I don't think so. Like, what? The Shao Kahn? The Goro, you know, I don't know. It just sounds very bizarre. I'm really having a hard time believing this Collector name. I think it could possibly be a placeholder. NetherRealm has done that in the past, but we can expect to see a new character nonetheless, in addition to Garrus and Chronica. I'm really thinking
Whoever
that this name
is
was a
playing Scorpion,
placeholder
like, man.
because the name just sounds so ridiculous. It could be another character with a K, or I could have even gotten my information crossed, and this could have been the placeholder for Chronica. It's very possible. And in that case, I'm just missing a character. But it would also just be odd to only have 2 new characters instead of 3. But honestly, with
Alright, y'all, so he's officially called out all of the names of the characters. Do you have any favorites that's
Melina, but she's not on there.
I'm talking about that's on there that you would like to play with when it gets here? Cause you know we don't have that.
Sub-Zero. That's about it.
He's on every one.
I'm
Why
good with
is
him. Other than Melina, Sub-Zero, I'll play with Scorpion sometime. I'll play with Jack's daughter. What was her name?
Jackie.
Jackie
Oh,
Ridge.
okay.
Her too.
What do you think about Jade? Are you gonna try her out?
Yeah, I'll try her out.
Okay, y'all. So I'm definitely hyped to use the Fujin, Cabal, and definitely new Cybot because that's some characters I've been really itching to get my hands on. Let us know in the comment section what you think. Shoot your gamer tags in the comment section. That way everybody can get each other gamer tags. This is the full roster rebuild. He was right on MKX with the roster leak on every single character. So why misdoubt him on this one? So with that being said, if you're not part of this Eminem Game family, you gotta hit that like button. You gotta hit that subscribe button. And hit that notification bell. That being said, Eminem Gang is
Count it up. You see this ass, I back it up. Them bitches hate, They know I'm great, Don't deal with petty, don't deal with fake,
Count it up, rack it up. That's how we talk, we back it up. Them niggas hate, I know they snakes, check my resume. I don't deal with fake, nah.